Hey Mustangs, this is Miss Gonzalez and I'm about to make a video to help you with your area model division. So let's get started. We got a couple problems to go through. Follow along with me, okay? Go ahead and find a piece of scratch paper or a whiteboard. So I'm going to start with this problem. The problem is 530 divided by 5. So when you see a division problem like this, the big number, 530, is your dividend. That's your total. That's what you're starting with. And the little number, in this case, the 5, is your divisor. The divisor is how many equal groups you're putting that 530 into. So let's go ahead and build our box. Here we go. All right. Now, your dividend, that's your 530, goes on the bottom. Our goal is to get this 530 all the way down to 0. Now, put your divisor on the side. That's how many equal groups that we have to work with. So let's think about this for a moment. We need to think about what times 5 will help us get 530 all the way down to 0. Now, my 530 is a number in the hundreds, so I'm going to use what I know about hundreds to help me with this. So on the side, I know that 5 times 100 is 500. Can I use that? Yeah, I can definitely use that because 500 is less than 530. So I'm going to put my 100 on top. That's my partial quotient. We'll come back to that later. And then I'm going to make a little box just for that one, all by itself. 5 times 100 is 500. That answer goes inside your box. Now, our next step is to subtract that 500 from our 530. Let's go ahead and do that. So, start with your ones place. 0 minus 0, that's 0. 3 minus 0 is 3. And our hundreds, 5 minus 5 is 0. So we have 30 left. Okay, so I think I know my 5s. And I think I know 5 times something equals 30. But just in case you're not quite sure, you can always make a domino chart. We've done this in class. So start with your 5. And then make a little T. So I know 1 times 5 is 5. And at this point, I'm going to make a little domino right here with 5 dots to help me count. 2 times 5 is 10. And keep going. This helps you keep your numbers straight, just in case you need a little bit more help with multiplication. Just keep building here. 5 times 5 is 25. And then 6 times 5 is 30. That's what it is. So I can use 5 times 6 and put my answer in the box. That's 30. So what's the next step here? That's right. You subtract your 30 from the bottom. Now we've made our goal. We're at 0. But we're not done yet. We need to make sure we add our partial quotients, these numbers right up here, together to get our answer. So 100 plus 6, 106. So our answer is 530 divided by 5 is 106. Not so bad now, is it? Okay. Let's try another one. Let's do 428. Whoops. Here we go. 428 divided by 6. 6s aren't something that's easy. A lot of people know their 5s and their 2s and their 10s, but we can do this. Let's give it a shot. First, build your box. Now, what number goes in the bottom again? That's right, 428. That's our dividend. That's our total. And now our divisor goes on the side, 6. That's how many equal groups we have to work with. So let's use what we know about our 6's to help us solve this problem. Now, 428 is a number in the hundreds. So let me try something. Could I use 6 times 100? Well, 6 times 100 is 600. Now, that number is too high because I only have 428. So, that's not going to work. But let's keep thinking. What if we split that 100 in half? What if we try 6 times 50? Well, I know that 6 times 5 is 30, and I have this extra 0 here. So 6 times 5 is 30, and then I add my 0 back in. So now I have 300. Can I use that? Yeah, I can. I can definitely use that because I have 428, and I can use 300 of them. So now 6 times 50, that goes on top, equals 300. So now what's the next step? That's right, subtract. We're going to take that 300 away from 428. That leaves us with 8, 2, 1. 128. Okay, let's keep going. So I just used 6 times 50. Could I use 6 times 30? Let's think about that. I know that 6 times 3 is 18. And then I just add my 0. So I have 180. Can I use that? No. 180 is bigger than 128, so I can't use 30. So let's keep going. Maybe 6 times 20? Let's try it. I know 6 times 2 is 12. Then I add my 0. That's 120. That's definitely less than 128, so I'm going to use it. So I'm going to add 20 up here and put my 120 in the box. So now what do? That's right, subtract. So 128 minus 120 is 8. Now think about that. Do I still have enough to add some of this 8 into 6 equal groups? Yeah, 8 is bigger than 6, so I need to keep going. I can do 6 times 1. That's 6. So you can always build out another box. Make the boxes as big as you need to. 6 times 1 is 6. So 8 minus 6, that's 2. So now I don't have enough to make equal groups. I only have 2 left. So that 2 is my remainder. That'll be important for our answer. So let's go back to the top of our box and look at our partial quotients. We need to add those up. 50 plus 20 plus 1 equals 71. So our answer is 71, but don't forget that remainder, with the remainder of 2. All right, guys. I hope this helps you. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out to me. I'll see you guys later.